The golden age of Israel under King Solomon had been a time of peace, prosperity, and unmatched wisdom. Yet beneath the surface, cracks had begun to form. Solomon's later years were marked by spiritual compromise, and the consequences of his divided heart would soon ripple across the nation. The story of the kingdom's division and the rise of institutionalized idolatry is recorded in the sacred pages of 1 Kings. It tells how two kings Rehoboam and Jeroboam became leaders of two divided kingdoms, leading Israel into a long season of spiritual decline. As Solomon grew old, the Lord had already warned him that his kingdom would be torn apart because he had turned away from God. The Lord declared, "Since you have not kept our covenant and have disobeyed my commands, I will take the kingdom away from you. But I will not do this while you are alive, for the sake of your father David." When Solomon died, his son Rehoboam rose to the throne. At the same time, Jeroboam once, an official, had been told by the prophet Ahijah that God would give him authority over 10 tribes. When Rehoboam became king, the people gathered at Schism to confirm his rule. Jeroboam returned from exile in Egypt and came with the leaders of Israel to present a request to the new king. They spoke plainly, "Your father placed heavy burdens on us. If you make these burdens lighter, we will serve you." Rehoboam asked for 3 days to consider. First, he consulted the older advisors who had served his father Solomon. They offered wise counsel. "If you will be kind to these people and make an effort to please them, they will always serve you." But Rehoboam rejected their advice. Instead, he turned to the younger men who had grown up with him. Their counsel was harsh and prideful. They told him to answer the people with greater severity. Rehoboam returned with a shocking declaration. "My father placed heavy burdens on you, but I will make them even heavier." He added, "My father beat you with whips, but I will beat you with chains." The people were outraged. The northern tribes refused to accept Rehoboam's rule. They cried out, "We have nothing to do with David." 10 tribes separated from the house of David and declared Jeroboam their king. Only Judah and Benjamin remained loyal. The kingdom was now divided into 2 nations: Judah, ruled by Rehoboam in the south, and Israel, ruled by Jeroboam in the north. Jeroboam soon realized a political problem. The temple of God was still located in Jerusalem, belonging to the southern kingdom. He reasoned, "If these people go to Jerusalem to offer sacrifices, they will again become loyal to King Rehoboam." Fear led Jeroboam to make a decision that would change the spiritual direction of the northern kingdom forever. Jeroboam created a new system of worship. He made 2 golden calves and placed them in the cities of Bethel and Dan. He proclaimed to the nation, "You have gone to Jerusalem long enough. This is your God, O Israel, who brought you out of Egypt." The words echoed the same sin Israel had committed centuries earlier when they worshipped the golden calf in the wilderness. The Bible records the tragedy. This was a sin because the people went to worship the one at Bethel and the other at Dan. Jeroboam built temples on hilltops and appointed priests who were not from the tribe of Levi, ignoring God's law. He even created a new religious festival designed to imitate the sacred festival held in Judah. In doing so, Jeroboam was not merely allowing idolatry, he was organizing it into a national system. Idolatry became part of the government structure. False worship was now institutionalized. The Bible describes his actions with solemn clarity. This was something he had thought up himself. Jeroboam's decision had long-lasting consequences. Future kings would be judged by whether they followed the sins of Jeroboam. What began as a political strategy became a spiritual disaster, drawing the people further away from the Lord. The story of Rehoboam and Jeroboam reveals how leadership decisions can shape the spiritual direction of an entire nation. Rehoboam's pride caused the kingdom to divide. Jeroboam's fear caused the people to turn toward idols. Together, their actions created a turning point. The United Kingdom was gone, and idolatry was now part of the system. Yet even in this dark chapter, God would continue to send prophets to call his people back to him. For though kings may fail and nations may divide, the faithfulness of God remains unchanged. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep Bible stories. Goodbye, may God bless you and everyone you love. See you next time, Shalom with God.